What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are back with some RC drifting content. We are out in Titusville, Florida, visiting Slide Culture RC shop. This track is owned by a couple. They're really cool. They got a dope layout and a bunch of cars and stuff for sale, so go ahead and check them out. And most importantly, I picked up another drifting chassis. So I have the Fazer D2. Looks great, super scale and detail. And I actually did a trade deal, so I traded my LP86 and traded straight up for a Fazer D2, and we're really gonna crack into this thing. So first things first, on the throttle gain, I turned that all the way off and then turned the gyro up. These are my settings for the remote, and I went out and tried to drift it on its stock tires. Now the rims that it comes with, they're about like a mil shorter in width, and the tires are really weird, so this is just like the first shakedown, but I was able to get this thing to slide, and it's pretty cool. I can see a lot of potential in it. This was missing like the lockouts for like the shock, so you could get some more rebound, because nothing on the suspension is adjustable. So this was basically like dragging the rear of the chassis down on the ground. But you know, just playing with it and getting a feel for how the car grips up and moves on throttle, it wasn't bad. Now this car is brushed as well, so we're very limited with the power we have, but it did have a lot of steering angle, and that helped it a lot, especially with this spool diff that's in the rear. So it was easy to flick, and you can see it kind of like doing its leaning thing. It's getting angle. I was trying to get some tandems with it, but the car is just a little too unpredictable. But me being the person I am, and the love of drifting and tuning and stuff like that, I'm very interested in how this car would feel with like different electronics, maybe a set of shocks and some proper wheels. And you know, this thing could be like the perfect budget drifter. Now for the price, they're like $239. I think if you can find one used, that'll be your best bet with the chassis. But as you can see, I started really, you know, dialing it in. I was running some nice wide lines. I even hit the cup there, and I was there to drive my RD, and that's a whole nother project that I gotta show you guys. But this thing was doing a little dance, you know. It really made me just want to like sit down and really dive in and tune this thing. But I think it looks freaking awesome. Love the scale details, and I know just a little bit of tweaks, we can make something special with this.
Yeah, I was able to do link the track. It was horrible, but I did it.
So yeah, overall, I think the car is probably the worst RTR, but if you got some spare electronics, you can throw it in and probably upgrade it. And with that, I'll catch you guys on the next one.